Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Trails in the Sky, the third part 7. Last time we explored a little bit of the new area with Tita in tow. We found a door. The door said, "Fight the monsters, Tita." Tita fought the monsters, and then we got a really, well, we're in the middle of a kind of flashback sequence of what happened right after Tita got reunited with her parents. Oh, it's you, Tita. Good morning. You wouldn't happen to know where Mom and Grandpa are, would you? Dad said they came here early this morning. Oh, they did. I know that very well indeed. Erica came charging in with a look on her face that signaled all hell was about to break loose. All the while she was shouting, "We've got a new invention to make so we need somewhere really, really big. Hop to it." She wouldn't take no for an answer either. I'm so sorry about her. She causes you so much trouble every time she decides she wants to invent something new. At least she's better than Grandpa, maybe. She doesn't scare the daylights out of you by suddenly yelling, "Fire in the hole!" right before an unexpected explosion. If only I could wipe that from my memory. In any case, your mother should be in the operations room. I've got no idea what she's planning, but she said she had something she wanted to look at using the Capel. That is floor 4, I think. I can't believe the two of them are working together on something. This can't end well. Please, Goddess, please don't let them break anything. My stomach hurts. Bet you wish you hadn't given up those cigarettes now, don't you? Actually, now that I think about it, I think it's the first time they have worked on the same thing together. Usually they're competing over who can make the best invention, not joining forces on one. Grandpa's amazing on his own, but Mom's just as capable an engineer too, even if she is kind of scary when she gets into her work. If the two of them are actually going to put their heads together on something, I can't wait to see the result. I want to go right away. So this is what we're up against. Looks like it's not even performing at 10% of its true capabilities either. These are some downright terrifying specs. Mom! Hello? Wait, how in the world? Isn't that Data on Potter Mater? Oh, are they trying to make their own mech? Also, they just say Potter Mater's only operating at 10% efficiency? What? That's terrifying. That thing was quite powerful. Hi there, Tita. You came at just the right time. You've seen this robot in person, right? Hell yeah, she got one shot by it and everything. Well, yeah, but why do you ask? What was it like in person? Scary as shit, dude. Tell me everything you know. Well, it was really big, but other than that, I couldn't tell much just from looking at it. I mean, she did spend most of the fight dead, so can't really blame her. Alright, I suppose you wouldn't be able to. It is an awful lot taller than you, after all. Mom? What are you looking at Potter Mater's data for, anyway? I thought you were here to work on some new invention. Wait, you're not. That we are. The two of us are ready to start work at any time. Alright then, and it's time to get right to work on our task. Making an organism capable of competing against our buddy Potter Mater. But the Orbital Gear project... Orbital Gear? It's a weapon to surpass Metal Gear! What? Why? Why do I feel like this? Usually when I hear about something new being invented, I get all excited. I get so caught up in what's happening that I tune out the world around me and focus on helping Grandpa. But today I just feel a little bit sad. This doesn't feel right. Renee. I got no sympathy for Renee after how much salt she made me experience in that, well, the first fight with her. Or like the first fight with her as an enforcer. Not the one in chapter 3, the one in chapter like 7 or whatever. Because that was something. What are these wires here for, Erica? They look completely unnecessary to me. They're to deal with noise. This design requires a very high degree of precision, so it was a necessary addition. Mom? So the orbital pressure here changes get absorbed into here? I see. Mom! Oh, Tita, what are you doing there? Well, I was wondering if, there was anything I could do to help. I want to do something for Renee, too. I'm just not sure what I can actually do. What you can do? Well, if you want to help me out, there is one thing you can do for me. It's an annoying job, but if you're up for it. An annoying job? Okay, I'll do anything I can to help. It's nothing that important, really, but I appreciate it all the same. I need you to go talk to Murdoch and get him to sort out the new paperwork for our return to Liberal. The way we returned home was kind of, borderline illegal, so no official paperwork's been filed or anything. I'm cool with it, but Dan's brought it up a few times, so I thought it'd be good to get someone who could take care of it. So, thanks. Okay. This wasn't what I had in mind when I said I wanted to help. Oh well, I guess I'm still helping her by doing this. I'll just have to get it all sorted out quickly so I can get back and help her with the real work. I'm having a feeling they're doing everything they can to prevent her from helping with the real work. Is he praying for the safety of the factory? Found you, Mr. Murdoch. Mr. Murdoch? Oh, audience above, please protect us all. Hello again, Tita. Can I help you with something? Wait, you aren't here to tell me the equipment was a failure and the building is now full of poisonous gas, are you? Or if there was a giant explosion and half of it was destroyed, or... I'm so sorry. I really can't apologize enough for all the stress Mom and Grandpa caused you. Nothing like that's happened yet, though, so don't worry. Keyword is yet. Really? Whew, that's a relief. Hey, it's a sign my prayers reach the goddess after all. Perhaps I should say my prayers for tomorrow while I'm here too, then. That said, I do have a little favor to ask of you. What kind of favor? Tita passed on what her mother had told her and asked if Murdoch could sort out the necessary paperwork. They were off by air, did they? I can only imagine how surprised you must have been. They entered the country illegally? It sounded that way. Oh no, I need to go and sort that out right away. Could you stay and pray to Autos in my place, Tita? Please, just pray that nothing gets destroyed because of that new invention of theirs and it all goes to plan? Okay, I will. Thank you. Whew. Please keep Mom and Grandpa from doing anything too reckless. I wish I knew what I could do, though. I'm not strong like Estelle. I couldn't say anything to Renee like she did. I know. I'll get them to let me help with the Orbital Gear's development. If it really does end up having the same amount of power as Potter Mater, maybe then I'll finally be able to have a proper conversation with her. Yo, a mech fight to the death between Tita and Renee. That's the most anime thing ever. This tool here is brand new and cut through with 10 times more precision than the previous model. I had no idea you had something like this here now. I think I might have to go over the designs again. Here you are. Welcome back, Tita. Did you manage to do what I asked? Yep, Mr. Murdoch said he'd take care of the paperwork right away. He's probably working on it right now. But now that I've done that, I wanted to be part of the Orbital Gears development team too. You? Yeah, I didn't write this in any of my letters, but I ended up spending some time with Renee while she was in Liberal. And even if she's a member of the society, she's also my friend. Renee? Now where have I heard that before? Oh, wasn't she the girl Potter Mater belongs to? Erica, if I might be permitted to say my piece here? Say your piece. What are you... You better have a damn good explanation for this one, Albert. My daughter ended up making friends with a member of Ouroboros? Well, we didn't know it at the time. Why is it the first I'm hearing of this? This wasn't in anything you sent me. Well, It was kind of hard to say. Don't you give me that. As if you hadn't already exposed her to enough danger. You want me to make you want to strangle you, and now I'm hearing this? Well, to be fair, he didn't have anything to do with the Rene stuff. That was in Gransel. Just what have you been doing with my daughter while I've been away? I'm serious, I want to be involved in the Orbital Gear's development. I'm completely powerless on my own, but I still want to find some way to talk to her. And the Orbital Gear is going to be able to fight on equal terms with Potter Mater, right? Then I want to be involved because I want the kind of power that Estelle has. Tita? Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're not considering using the Orbital Gear to fight Potter Mater yourself, are you? What? That wasn't what I meant. I want to make very sure of this. Do you understand just what we're making here? Well, I only got a quick look at the blueprints, but it looked like a bipedal. That's not what I mean. The Orbital Gear is a weapon. No matter how you try to dress up that fact, that's the reality. It's a tool designed to be used by people to hurt other people. But you're not making it because you want to hurt people, are you? Even the patrol airships used by the army are made to protect the country, not to hurt people. It doesn't matter what I think. It doesn't matter what the developer of any new weapon thinks. We're not the ones actually going out and using the things we make. The devices we pour our hearts into making go on to causing The devices we pour our hearts into making go on to cause unspeakable suffering to people, and there's nothing that we can do to stop it. Have you ever stopped to think about that? And after having it pointed out to you, can you still say you want power? Well, what we're doing what we're doing fully aware of the potential consequences there may be down the line, but can you? You know how much I love you, Tita, and I understand that you care deeply about your friend, I do. But that's all the more reason why I can't permit you to take part in this. Can you understand where I'm coming from? But I'm not taking this lightly either, you know. I appreciate how you feel, Erica, but I'm sure Tita's been thinking about this a lot herself, especially after all she went through. Why not show her a little more respect? I'm sure she has, but that doesn't mean I can let her be involved in developing a weapon. We researchers don't get a say in how our inventions end up being used down the line. That's just our fate. That's what we have to accept when we're doing our jobs. That we do. I know where she's coming from, but I absolutely can't let her be a part of this. She doesn't need to be shouldering this kind of burden, not at her age. I feel like it's a little late for that. I feel like she's already shouldering a hell of a lot more burden than most people. I know all of what Mom's saying is true. I know, I really do. But then what am I supposed to do? Just sit around helplessly? I don't know. I'll go and see what Dad thinks. Maybe he'll actually listen to me. Tita inserted her card into the slot on the elevator panel. The underground laboratory. Dad? Tita? Sorry, hold on a minute. I'll be right over. Yo, this is a good... We need to take a water break here. Alright. Really? So she wouldn't give you permission to join, then? Nope. I understand what Mom's saying, I really do. It's just so frustrating not being able to do anything. Well, unlike your grandfather, your mother has very clear reasons for what she does. She's an engineer with specific goals and ideals over ones driven by emotion or curiosity. That's especially true for this project, given that the future of Liberal's national defense may end up hinging on it. It was never going to be easy to win her over in an argument about this, I'm afraid. That doesn't change the fact that I want to confront Rene, though. Maybe what I'm saying is childish, I don't know, but it's what I really feel and I'm not budging. Those are some bold words, Tita. I don't think I've ever seen her look so serious about anything before. But even if they're bold, I don't think they're childish. At the same time, I don't think it has anything to do with whether you should be involved in developing the orbital gear either. Having it isn't going to be making confronting her any easier. Tita, confronting someone head-on about something is a very difficult thing to do. Probably more difficult than you realize. You're certainly kind, but that's not always going to be enough to change someone's mind about something once it's made up. I know. Maybe I'm never going to be able to talk to her like I want to in the end? Am I doomed to never do anything for her? You backed down when you were arguing with your mother earlier, right? That says to me that the convictions she has are stronger than yours. You already know that it's not going to be easy to talk to Renee. If you want to succeed, you'll need a stronger spirit than you've got now. Otherwise, you won't be able to really tell each other how you really feel. You'll just back down first. That reminds me of something Agate once said, actually. He said, fighting's all about guts. Well, that's not quite what I'm talking about now. I really am starting to worry about this Agate fella. I think resolve is a more appropriate word here than guts. You'll need to have the resolve to express all your honest feelings to her, plus you need to accept hers in return. No doubt it'll be a lot easier said than done, too. Well, she's got some practice with that, you know, her scene with Agate in the end of Chapter 5 of Trails 2. Well, I know she's from the society and that Potter Mater is too strong for me to compete against as I am. Especially because I don't have the kind of power Estelle does. I'm not even confident she'll want to listen to what I have to say, and even if she does, that'll have any effect on her. But I can't just leave her and do nothing, I can't. Listen, she was part of Ouroboros and she did some pretty bad things, sure. But that's not all there is. I spent some time with her, I went shopping with her, I sat and talked to her, so I know that's true. Deep down, she's actually a sweet girl. I'm sure she wasn't faking it either. It's who she really is. She's not some kind of inhuman monster. She's an ordinary girl who was like an excited little kid when we found a cute pendant in a shop. And when I tripped and fell, she didn't hesitate to hold out her hand for me. She's a good person, and I still think of her as my friend even now. But after that, she went away from me. Ever since that, her and Potter Mater have always been out of reach, physically and emotionally. Maybe the Orbital Gear will give me a chance to change that. If I have that, I might finally be able to see a little bit of the world that she does. Maybe she'd even be willing to open her heart, even a little, and tell me how she really feels, all while listening to my feelings too. That's why I want to be involved in making it, and I won't take no for an answer. I'm so proud of how much you've grown. What do you think of all this, Erica? What? Mom? How long have you been listening on us? Not long. I only heard the last part of your conversation. So the important part. Can I ask you something, Tita? Of course. What is it? If you finally get to talk to this Renee girl again, and it turns out she doesn't see you as a friend, what are you going to do? Kick her ass? Exactly the same thing. I'll do exactly the same as I would otherwise. Because I've already made up my mind that I want her to be a part of my life, even if she doesn't want me to be a part of hers. I might not be able to chase her around and try to convince her to come back like Estelle can, but I can still try to get to know more about her and Potter Mater, and I can make a stronger connection with her through the Orbital Gear. There's nothing stopping me from doing any of those things, right? Whatever makes it so I can be a part of her life, I want to do it, even if it's small. Because that's what friends do. That's how I really feel. I see. Well, I can't help but feel like you're being a little naive, but you got me. I'll accept all you've said as a sufficient reason for participating in the Orbital Gear project. Really? Really? Now what are you two waiting for? We've got work to do. Dan, I've redone the blueprints, so I need you to go over them. Tita, we're going to start making the quartz prototypes. So I can be a part of the development? You promise? We'll see how long that happy face of yours lasts. Now that you're on the team, I'm going to be working you to the bone. I hope you're ready. Yeah, bring it on. Good, are you ready to get started? Thanks to her efforts, Tita was finally allowed to participate in the Orbital Gear's development. The familiar Central Factory was filled with a new sense of tension as it became the building ground for the new invention. Tita was able to work as a full-fledged engineer equal to the adults around her for the first time. She was also treated no differently than anyone else, meaning that Erica's demands were constant and relentless. But that was a source of true happiness for Tita. Finally, 2 weeks later, seems a little small. All done. I mean, it does seem like awful small. I thought it was going to be, you know, like the same size as Potter Mater. I think we could probably do with a little break. We've been working almost constantly for 3 whole days now. How do you still have so much energy? And how do you two have such little? Pull yourself together, people. The best part of developing something new is about to begin. That goes for you especially, Tita. Me? The seat in our prototype here is so on the small side, so there's no way anyone other than you is going to be able to sit in it. So you're going to need to be part of our test until the very end. I know. Or maybe it's just the prototype is tiny to see if they can blow it up. I mean blow it up as in make it big, not blow it up explosion. Well, okay, only because you said please. It's better than trying to do the test today when you're in this state and ending up with a bunch of mistakes being made. So he's done very well in my opinion. Not even most veteran engineers can keep up with your working pace. I'm amazed our little daughter did it on her first project. What exactly are you implying? That I'm some kind of machine with limited stamina? Okay. So that's the activation test. It's pistoled in for Friday the 28th. Wait, tomorrow's Friday? Yeah, why do you ask? I need to start cooking then. You think like maybe Agate's coming over? I should be able to perform roughly the intended specifications, but... Tita, what's the rush? Grandpa, I just realized tomorrow's the last Friday of the month. Ah yes, that's when Agate's coming, isn't it? Oh. Oh boy, I can't wait to see Agate and Tita's mom talk to each other. Assuming we get to see it. Granted, I don't know. I don't know how long. I kind of thought the side story was about to end. You know, just a little second ago when it did the black screen, but apparently this is the whole game now. It's just Tita's story. Well, if you're taking requests, Oh no. Oh no. Agate? I'm not sure I follow. What's special about the last Friday of the month? Oh, I forgot to tell you. This is going to be your first time meeting Agate, isn't it? You see, he comes over to visit once a month, and tomorrow's that day. So... Oh. So our dear friend, Agate, is visiting, is he? What a coincidence they should choose the day of our test to make his arrival. Oh no. Are they going to attack him with a mech? She did say something about, she had already tried to attack him once, and that it was the second time they were going to get him. I mean, I don't think that little mech is going to be able to take out Agate. So... Mom? Well, you see, Tita, your mother, is planning an assassination attempt? Dan, darling, I just had a brilliant idea. I've decided that tomorrow's tests are going to require a sacrifice. We can't just let any old person come over to our house for no good reason, right? We need to make a contribution to the family. I hope you're ready, Agate Krosner. So, let me get this straight. You're saying you want Agate to help with the tests, right? I'm not sure I'd recommend that, Erica. He's a useless dolt where technology's concerned. I can't see him being much help. Help? Oh, I'm expecting a lot more than that from him. I'm expecting him to offer his very life in the name of science. What? Oh, come on now, Erica. This is no time for being silly. I'm not opposed to having him help out, though. I'd like the chance to have a good long talk with him myself. You too, Dad? Well, it's settled. Today's gonna be a good day. A very, very good day. Is it just me? Or do they seem to have Agate all wrong? I mean, I guess I could understand thinking that it's it's part 1, but it's finished. So I guess we will eventually get to see the showdown between Erica and Agate. But I mean, that was basically an hour. Well, it was like 45 minutes, I guess. I think audio's you're alright. Are you feeling okay? You look quite tired. I'm fine. I did have to fight some scary enemies, but I managed to pull through. That's good. So what happened in there? Well, Tita explained. I see. Yeah, sounds as sounds like this is another one of our rules, alright? In other words, first you need to meet some conditions to get the door to open. After that, you fight your way through a battle or trial, win, and you get to see some kind of memory fragment and walk away with Mira as a bonus. That sum things up? Yep, that's how it was for me. The memory fragment didn't feel like it was quite finished, though. There seemed to be more that I didn't get to see. Well, I mean, you lived it, Tita. Maybe there's more than one pattern to these doors, then. Either way, every time we find one, we should probably note its location and conditions down. Okay, about memory doors. They're located throughout the game and allow you to see various optional scenes. In all, there are 3 types of doors. Moon doors, lengthy side stories, star doors, short side stories, sun doors, mini-games. Mini-games, oh boy. In order to open a door, you'll need to fulfill one or multiple conditions. Some doors will require certain characters to win a battle in order to view the contents within. After viewing the contents of a door for the first time, you will earn Mira, and depending on your choices or actions, potentially even bonuses such as items. All this information is automatically recorded in the notebook and can be viewed at any time. Okay, we can warp to any door. So, if we wanted to see the second part, is it the same door? Like, what are the conditions? Accompanied by ever-burning flame. Okay, so we need agate. I'm assuming that's who they mean. Well, I don't know. It could just mean like an item or something as well. Is this the one we came from? I can't remember. It is not. Oh, I should have saved. Just how long does this place go on for? It's so strange, too. The Shadow Towers are weird enough, but even they made a lot more sense than this does. Is something wrong, Rias? Why'd you go all quiet for? Well, I was just wondering what that is. Well, what is? Yo, it's the aerosol. What? What's the aerosol doing here? You recognize this ship? Uh-huh, it belonged to the royal family of Liberal. We used to get on top of that floating city. Interesting. Do you have any idea how something like that could have possibly ended up here? Maybe it was sent here the same way we were? I don't think we'll get anywhere speculating. Could have come in our way, could have come in some other way, we just don't know. The best thing for us to do now is to see what the guys inside have to say. Interesting. Okay, we'll keep going for a little bit longer. I see those chests down there in that door. Get snuck up on. Ah, we were too slow. I really like the battle music. Okay. Yeah, blast them. And then she can get the instant kill. You don't have any AoE, right? Well, no, you do have this. Can you just kill all of them instantly?
No way.
That scares the shit out of me, that exists.
May you rest in peace.
Because, I mean, what if, like, a boss enemy gets it when they're using an AoE attack and then just instantly wipe you? I'm not a huge fan of the death blow status thing. You got to play for 14 seconds, time for another cutscene, boys. Huh? This is like the monument in the area we started in. You think it's a warp point? The one in the garden had no glow in the beginning either. You want to give it a try? I was just thinking the same thing. Ooh, I suspected as much. When we activated the first monument, it said release my brethren. I guess we now know what it meant. Then, do you think this monument might have the same power as the other one? Most likely. Should come in handy at least. Okay, they allow you to use the cube to restore their power. Much like the one in the base area, you can restore HP, buy equipment, make quartz, and they function as checkpoints and allow you to warp. In addition, any new items available will be added to the base monument stock as well. Wait, do you sell new stuff? You sell a better gun for Tita, so that she may destroy the enemies. I don't know. I just don't feel like those boots are good enough to justify spending 1,000 gold on. So we've got plenty of those. Definitely buy at least a couple of these. But they heal for 2,000? So they're just straight up better tier bombs. Because, you know, in the old games, they only healed for 100. And they were basically like, the heal was irrelevant. It was just for the status thing. We'll buy a few of those. I mean, it's expensive, but I think having one reviving balm is definitely going to be good for us. I think we're fine on quartz. None of these are really cheap enough for me to justify just yet. Okay, we got a teleport there. And we got to teleport here. Let's peep the bottom teleport. Actually, no. Let's end. We're at 32 minutes, or almost 32 minutes. So yeah, in the next video, we will continue exploring the Jade Corridor. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part, and bye, guys.